Let's return to our revised student essay. And we've already done the introduction, so let's go ahead and start with the first body paragraph. Now you'll notice that I left the original introduction here as well as the original thesis statement. And that's because I wanted to go back and forth between the student's paragraph and my changes in her original thesis. So let's take a look at this paragraph. The first sentence. Most people go to college to try to figure out what degree they want to obtain. Okay, this is the topic sentence. Does this set up the main point of the paragraph? Look at the thesis statement. This thesis statement says that college enables a person to get a degree. But that doesn't really seem to be what this paragraph is about. So let's take a look and read the whole paragraph together. Keep in mind what the thesis statement says, and then think about what the body paragraph is telling you. Most people go to college to try and figure out what degree they want to obtain. College offers so many different choices that it would not be very difficult to decide on a course of interest. If still undecided, some people take general studies courses until they figure out what interests them. In that time, they could ask people that work in a field they are interested in questions about their job. Do they like their job, or was it a good career choice for them? This could be the deciding factor in settling a person on the right degree. Going to college will not only increase their knowledge, but it will also expose them to different people and topics and give them opportunities to explore their interests. President Obama said, quote, "Jobs requiring an associate degree are projected to grow twice as fast as jobs requiring no college experience," end quote. A college degree can be the road that leads to higher pay and respect. Even for people who are not sure what they want to study, a degree in just about anything will help them get a job. Okay. Remember, this paragraph is supposed to be about how college enables a person to get a degree. I think the student was close. I do. But I also think the student kind of veered away from the direction that we're setting, or that she sets in her thesis statement, because she's trying to prove that college is necessary because it gives a degree. This talks about how people try to go to college to try and figure out what they want. It doesn't talk about the fact that they do go to college and they do get degrees. It's a little more specific, okay, which is what we want. Remember that number one rule of writing, BS, be specific. So we've looked at our topic sentence. I do want to show you briefly that I gave you kind of a key at the very end. And you can see that the topic sentences are yellow, the evidence is in green, the analysis is in blue, and then the link to the thesis statement is going to be in pink. So let's go back up to the student's essay. All right, we've already looked at the topic sentence. Let's look at some of the evidence. And we have this whole section about college offering different choices. People should take general studies courses. Again, that sort of wanders away from getting a degree. And that they should talk to people in a field they're interested in. Okay? All interesting ideas, really interesting ideas. But does it pertain to the topic sentence? That's your main goal. After the topic sentence, the writer should provide some evidence. But does this look like evidence? Here's two things you need to be very careful about. The first one, should questions be used as evidence? If you're trying to prove something with evidence, should you be questioning it? I don't think questions are good evidence, so I think you might want to throw those out. Either that, or because these are questions that someone should ask about a job, the student might have put quotation marks around these and worded the sentence a little bit differently. The rest of these are just statements of fact, and that's fine. Statements of facts can definitely be evidence, but there should always be some follow-up analysis which explains it. The evidence should prove the topic sentence, and thus assist in proving the thesis. This evidence does support the topic sentence. However, the topic sentence doesn't 100% support the thesis. So this paragraph sort of misses the mark a little bit in proving the student's thesis that college is necessary. Okay, let's take a look at the analysis. This could be the deciding factor in settling a person on the right degree. Well, the writer is commenting on her evidence of students discussing majors with someone else. So it is really good analysis. However, again, we go back. You have to prove your thesis. Does any of that point toward the idea that college is necessary because it enables a person to get a degree? I don't think so. All right, let's look at the next section. And this is pretty good stuff here because we have some interesting information. We have a good quote, an indirect quote, and then we have a summary or paraphrase of two other sources. But notice, we have evidence, evidence, evidence. Where is the analysis for all this evidence? Should the student maybe have broken it up a little bit and had evidence and analysis and evidence and analysis? Sometimes you can group your evidence together, but you really need to make sure that you explain it. And take a look. This is the end of the paragraph. The student never explains this evidence. Okay? It's very good evidence. In fact, I think it's better than the evidence that we're given at the beginning of the paragraph. It's obvious that the student did some good research. Unfortunately, she just didn't use it as well as she might have. So if you follow that teal body paragraph structure that we talked about, then you would see some analysis after the evidence, but there's none. Again, we have topic, sentence, evidence, analysis, and link to thesis. Notice that the link to the thesis is missing. The student hasn't transitioned us from this paragraph to the next. She hasn't closed us out and moved us on. Okay? There isn't analysis and there is no link to the thesis. There's also something else I kind of want to point out while we're sort of talking about this paragraph. Notice this ACT. When you look at the student's works cited, you will see that this is a website. And this particular in-text citation is incorrect. Okay? If you look at the OWL website, you'll see that OWL has a specific way that they tell you that MLA recommends that you use website information. And we'll get to that in just a second. So we have some issues with this body paragraph. So let's try a rewrite. Okay, this is my paragraph, and I'm just going to read it briefly to you. College is a necessary step for those who wish to achieve a degree. The ACT student website believes that even people who are not sure what they want to study should attend college because a degree in just about anything will help them get a job. If undecided, students can take general studies courses until they find something that interests them. Colleges offer many choices, which allow students to explore their interests and choose the educational path which fits their needs. For example, President Obama said, quote, "Jobs requiring an associate degree are projected to grow twice as fast as jobs requiring no college experience," end quote. Students are no longer pressured into believing that educational success depends upon earning a bachelor's degree. Fortunately, the two-year degree can be achieved in a community college or a four-year university. This allows the student further flexibility. Whether it is a two-year or a four-year degree, college enables the student to achieve this goal. Okay, let's take a look at my paragraph. What did I change? Compare it to the original. Many of the students' original comments remain, but I've moved them around and my topic is clearer and my paragraph is unified under that topic. Notice that I removed a couple of sentences from the original. They just didn't quite work with the topic sentence. Okay? So I want you to see, notice, topic sentence, evidence, analysis, and then a link to the thesis. Okay? So I have followed the body paragraph structure that we've talked about. So let's break it up a little bit. My topic sentence. College is a necessary step for those who wish to achieve a degree. You can't achieve a degree without college. So this sentence, this topic sentence, is going to set a very firm paragraph in motion for us. And this topic sentence is much closer to the thesis. Okay, my evidence. The ACT student website believes that even people who are not sure what they want to study should attend college because a degree in just about anything will help them get a job. Okay, I changed this sentence because the in-text citation was wrong, and we talked about that already. If you're quoting a website, you should just introduce the website in the sentence, and in this case it's the ACT student website. And then you don't need a parenthetical citation. And this is a great source and great evidence, okay? It's a paraphrase, so it's wonderful to use this. Notice that I also changed the location of this to the beginning of the paragraph because I thought it was an important piece of evidence, all right? And it really sets up the idea that college is necessary because it tells you, should attend because it will help you get a job. That shows you college is necessary, so it's a really good piece of evidence. And then notice my analysis of that evidence. If undecided, students can take general studies courses until they find something that interests them. Colleges offer many choices, which allow students to explore their interests and choose the educational path which fits their needs. So I'm saying that ACT says you should go to college because it will help you get a job. And then I say it's okay if you're undecided because you can take general studies courses. Notice that I used the students' exact ideas. I just blended them in such a way that they follow my evidence nicely. Okay, and it keeps my paragraph unified. Colleges offer many choices. All right, this is important because I'm saying it's necessary, but I'm also saying that it helps you choose the educational path which fits your needs. All right, notice the link between the words, what you need and what's necessary. Okay, that's analysis. Let's take a look at the next evidence. For example, President Obama said, jobs requiring an associate degree are projected to grow twice as fast as jobs requiring no college experience. Now, this I wanted to point out to you, evidence. The in-text citation is right because it is an indirect quote. This is an article which you will see in the Works Cited page, written by a man whose last name is Belittery, and he quoted President Obama. So we have to give Mr. Belittery credit for this quote, but we're also giving President Obama credit because we've said that President Obama said it. So, take a look at this. We've got my evidence, the quote from the president, and now I'm going to explain it. I'm going to give you some analysis. Students are no longer pressured into believing that educational success depends upon a bachelor's degree. Fortunately, a 2-year degree can be achieved in a community college or a 4-year university. This allows the student further flexibility. And again, I'm going along with the ideas that college is necessary, but it doesn't have to be a torture chamber. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say in this. But I'm saying you have to go to college to get a degree. But I'm also telling you you don't have to have a 4-year degree because there are options. And that's what I stuck with in this paragraph. And so I stay true to the idea, stuck with my thesis statement. I'm trying to convince you to go to college in this paper. So I want to give you reasons. The educational path will fit your needs. You will have flexibility because you can choose whether you want 2 years or 4 years of education. Okay, I had to add some information to explain why the president's quote was important. All right, remember analysis. Why did you choose that evidence in the first place? That's your analysis. So I think that the quote from the president does show the value of a 2-year program, and the analysis explains that. All right, then we have this. Whether it is a 2-year or a 4-year degree, college enables the student to achieve this goal. Now notice, this is kind of a trick here. The concluding sentence uses a word from the thesis to link the reader to the purpose of the essay. I'm trying to prove to you that you need to go to college in this essay, okay? And I'm trying to tell you that you can go to a 2-year or a 4-year degree. So I want to go back up and use the word from my thesis that says that. It enables a person to get a degree. And I use that to end my paragraph. Okay, so topic, sentence, evidence, analysis, and link to the thesis. Let's go ahead and do the next 2 body paragraphs, and you'll get some more experience with this.